12,900 years ago, the world was transformed in a matter of decades. The climate turned violently cold, plunging humanity back into an ice age that would last for 1,300 years. This sudden shift, known as the Younger Dryas, remains one of the most dramatic events in Earth's recent history. But what if the cause of this catastrophe was not simply nature's wrath? What if a lost civilization, far more advanced than we ever imagined, survived this frozen apocalypse and may have even triggered it? Imagine a world on the edge of the last ice age. Vast herds of mammoths roam the tundra, giant sloths lumber through North America, and the Clovis culture, famed for its distinctive stone tools, is at its height. Then, seemingly overnight, the temperature drops by 10 to 15 degrees Fahrenheit. Glaciers surge across continents, forests wither, megafauna disappear, entire cultures vanish. Mainstream archaeologists attribute these changes to a comet impact or an airburst, a devastating explosion in the atmosphere that sent shockwaves around the globe, igniting wildfires and throwing up enough debris to block out the sun. The evidence is there, buried in a thin, dark layer of sediment, charred plant remains, nanodiamonds, and microspherules, all pointing to a cataclysm unlike anything humanity had ever seen. But here's where the mystery deepens. According to some researchers, the Younger Dryas wasn't just a story of extinction, it was a turning point for a hidden civilization that possessed knowledge and technology far beyond what we thought possible in the Stone Age. At the heart of this theory lies Göbekli Tepe, a sprawling megalithic complex in modern-day Turkey, dated to 11,500 years ago, built during the tail end of the Younger Dryas. Its massive stone pillars, carved with enigmatic animal figures and intricate symbols, are arranged in perfect circles and alignments that suggest an advanced understanding of astronomy. How did people just emerging from the chaos of an ice age move blocks weighing up to 20 tons with precision that even modern engineers struggle to achieve? Mainstream scholars argue that Göbekli Tepe was the work of organized hunter-gatherers, slowly developing social complexity. But the site's sudden appearance with no clear evolutionary precursors defies expectations. What archaeologists discovered next will shock you. Similar sites have begun to emerge nearby, like Karahan Tepe, revealing a network of sophisticated stone constructions from the same mysterious era. These findings suggest that complex societies existed thousands of years before the rise of ancient Egypt or Mesopotamia, long before mainstream history says civilization began. But the clues do not end in Anatolia. Across the globe, megalithic structures echo the same impossible engineering feats and astronomical alignments. In Peru, the ancient city of Caral rises from the desert, its pyramids older than those of Giza. In North America, mysterious mounds and stone circles point to knowledge of celestial cycles. In Britain, Stonehenge's origins stretch back to a time when the land was still recovering from the ice. What connects these distant cultures? Some theorists believe the survivors of the Younger Dryas catastrophe, guardians of lost technology and forbidden knowledge, spread out across the world, teaching humanity how to build, farm, and chart the stars. Flood myths from dozens of cultures, from the Epic of Gilgamesh to the legends of the Hopi, may record the memory of these survivors. As the glaciers melted and sea levels rose, ancient cities and settlements vanished beneath the waves, their stories preserved only in oral tradition. The truth has been hidden for thousands of years, passed down in riddles and symbols, waiting to be rediscovered. Yet mainstream archaeology remains skeptical. The evidence for an advanced Ice Age civilization is tantalizing but inconclusive. Most scholars argue that the astonishing achievements of sites like Göbekli Tepe can be explained by the natural evolution of human culture, ingenuity born from necessity, and the slow accumulation of knowledge. But the alternative hypothesis refuses to die. Why do we find advanced astronomical knowledge encoded in stone monuments, built by people who supposedly had only the simplest tools? Why did the Clovis culture vanish so suddenly at the exact moment the Earth was rocked by fire and ice? At the Younger Dryas boundary, a layer of destruction marks the end of an era. Widespread fires, environmental collapse, and the extinction of giant animals. But in the ashes, something new emerged. A wave of monumental building, sophisticated art, and the first hints of organized religion. Did the survivors of a lost civilization rebuild, passing on their secrets to the scattered hunter-gatherers who would become our ancestors? Or is this simply the story of humanity's resilience, the ability to adapt and thrive even as the world turned cold and dark? The debate rages on. Recent discoveries at sites like Göbekli Tepe challenge the timeline of human development, pushing the origins of complex society thousands of years further into the past. Satellite imagery has revealed lost cities beneath the jungles of South America and the sands of Arabia, hinting at forgotten chapters in humanity's story. Each new find raises more questions than answers. Was there a guiding hand? A forgotten people who survived the cataclysm and changed the course of history? The magnitude of these mysteries cannot be overstated. We are talking about stone blocks so massive that even today's cranes struggle to lift them, arranged with a precision that defies explanation. We see evidence of mathematical and astronomical knowledge encoded in carvings, suggesting a worldview that stretched beyond mere survival. And always, there is the question, what happened to these people? Were they destroyed by the very disaster they may have caused? Did they retreat into the shadows, leaving behind only ruins and legends? Mainstream historians urge caution. They warn against seeing patterns where none exist, against letting speculation override hard evidence. The Younger Dryas, they insist, was a time of crisis and adaptation, not the twilight of a lost empire. Yet, the clues keep piling up, challenging everything we thought we knew about human history. Perhaps the greatest mystery of all is what lies beneath our feet. Buried cities, lost technologies, and the remnants of a civilization that refused to die. As new discoveries emerge and old paradigms are shattered, one thing is clear. The story of the Younger Dryas survivors is far from over. Did an advanced Ice Age civilization endure the greatest catastrophe of prehistory? Did they shape the world we inherited, leaving behind secrets we are only now beginning to understand? This changes everything. The line between myth and reality grows thinner with each passing year. The answers may be out there, hidden in ancient stones and stories, waiting for those bold enough to seek them. What will we discover next? And are we ready to confront the truth about our own forgotten origins? The mystery continues.